Hey yo people, how you all getting on? This is your boy Popsy from Future Shock Studios. Welcome back to yet another episode. Today we're going to be talking about this microphone. It's the Fifine Ampligame A8 USB gaming microphone. Let's roll the intro. Welcome back. I just want to remind you, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. It helps me out a million. And if you want to ask me anything, please leave it in the comments below. And by the way, don't forget to check the timestamps to help you navigate through the video. So all the information is linked below. Just tap it and check it out. Let's move on. All the audio is going to be recorded on this microphone, the Ampligame A8. It's a plug and play, straightforward, very simple, which is being connected straight into my MacBook Pro via its USB to USB-C connection. And as you already probably know, I always record in Logic. The gain on the MacBook Pro is set around the 50% mark, as is the Ampligame A8 microphone. I'm recording at 24-bit and 48 kilohertz. I won't be doing any post-processing, but however, I may need to boost it up in post. I recently reviewed Fifine's K658 microphone where I gave them some recommendations. I think they adopted some of those recommendations because I'm seeing some of those features built into this. We'll go and have a look. With that all being said, let's go and do the unboxing for the Fifine Ampligame A8 USB gaming microphone. Let's go. So Fifine's Ampligame A8 comes in this blue box with the usual logos and giving you an indication of what type of microphone it is. This is an RGB as it states. Straight out of the box, we're obviously met with the microphone itself. It's the Ampligame A8 RGB mic. Already attached to the microphone is this bass stand where the microphone sits on. The microphone does come with this metal pop filter, which we'll talk about and show you a bit later on. You also get one pivot mount with a screw adapter. You also get a 6.5 foot or 2 meter USB-C to USB-A cable. And you also get this very useful user guide. I highly recommend reading it because it'll show you all the ins and outs of the microphone. Okay, so that's what comes in the box. Let's go and check the technical specification for the Ampligame A8 microphone. As we already know, this microphone's by Fifine and it's the Ampligame A8. It's from their RGB microphone series. So looking at the specifications, the model type is A8. It's a condenser microphone. It has a cardioid polar pattern. Frequency response is 50 Hz to 20,000 kilohertz. Sensitivity is minus 40 decibels. The power supply is a 5-volt requirement and the output source is USB. At the time of making this video, the Fifine Ampligame A8 microphone is retailing in the UK for £50 and the Ampligame is retailing in the US for around the $48 mark. So moving forward, let's go and check out some of the amazing features on the Ampligame A8. One of the features that makes this microphone stand out amongst its competitors is this RGB light. Let's go and have a look at this lighting system before we move on. So the microphone comes with 3 different lighting RGB effects. They are the static solid color, the dynamic multi-color gradient, bit of a mouthful actually, and the dynamic solid color gradient. And the RGB can just be changed by a flick of the RGB button here. So we got it on blue. I will show you that in more details. If you do give it a long press, it will turn off if it bugs you, but the whole point of having something like this is to sort of showcase the RGB. So let's switch it back on. And a long 5-second press and the RGB's back on. Okay, let's go and dig a little deeper into the RGB lighting modes. So the order of the static color mode is as follows. So you get this lovely red color. Press the button and move on to the yellow. We'll press the button again and you get green. The next one is cyan. And then we get the blue. Then the purple. And finally the white. Let's go and have a look at the dynamic multicolor gradient. As you can see that it moves from the greens to the reds, greens to the blues. The dynamic multicolor gradient effect is probably one of my favorites. If I don't want to use the static color mode, I'd probably use the dynamic multicolor mode more. Okay, so that was the dynamic multicolored mode. Let's go and look at the dynamic solid color gradient. let's move to some of the function buttons. So another great function that is included in the Fifine A8 is the big mute button, which you can see now. Pressing the button from the microphone at the top will turn the LED into red, which means the microphone is muted. Tapping the button at the top of the microphone again turns the LED to green, which makes the microphone active. The microphone comes with a dedicated button to change the different gradients and solid colors, and it is at the rear of the microphone like I'm tapping now. And it's not that sensitive actually, but so that button is on the rear of the mic. Another great feature of the Ampligame is the option of having a headphone jack going in onto the top. Actually, I don't know if I can show you it, but I've got mine here, which allows you to monitor your voice in real time. Another great feature. The microphone also comes with a gain knob to set your gain level. I've got the gain level on the MacBook Pro as well as the mic, both set to around the 50% mark. Mine's is set here, and if I turn that round now, as you can see that the volume is boosting up. I'm going to quieten my voice because I'm going to be pretty loud here, and then I'm just going to bring it back to where it should be, and we're back into its kind of a normal position now. There is a gain knob for you to monitor your audio and get your recording levels set how you need them. Let's go and have a look at the construction of the mic. Another great feature of the A8 microphone is that they've put this metal specially designed pop filter on it. I've had it on all the time, and it can easily be taken off, and it seems really durable and is actually of good quality. It comes with this very light specially designed pop filter just to avoid those kind of plosives that you may get. Let's stick that back on in real time. That's it, it slides back on. Moving forward, let's get some testing done on the microphone. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled onions. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled onions. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled onions. And that's what it sounds like with the windshield. Let's take the windshield off and see what it sounds like then. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled onions. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled onions. Let's do a proximity test. This is a proximity test on the Ampligame A8. This is a proximity test on the Fifine's Ampligame A8 microphone with a pop filter. Let's do the same test without the windshield. Okay, this is a proximity test with the Fifine's Ampligame A8 microphone. This is a proximity test with the Ampligame A8 microphone. And this is what my voice sounds like on it. Let's go and do a off-axis rejection test with the Ampligame A8. This is a off-axis rejection test with the Ampligame A8, and I'm speaking in straight in front of it. This is a off-axis rejection test on the left-hand side of the Ampligame A8. This is a off-axis rejection test with the Ampligame A8, and this is what my voice sounds like. This is a off-axis rejection test with the Ampligame A8, and I am now speaking on the rear of the microphone, and this is what my voice sounds like. I've got a final test that's going to include the sound coming directly from the Canon camera versus the Fifine Ampligame A8. Now I'm speaking straight into the Canon's microphone, and this is how my voice sounds being recorded directly onto the Canon camera. Now you're hearing the voice on the Fifine A8 Ampligame microphone. So those are all the tests completed. Do leave it in the comments below what you think of this mic, what your hates are, what your likes are, if you like it, if you don't like it, etc, etc. And drop them all in the comments below, and I'll do react to all of my comments. Now that you've had a chance to see the unboxing, the features, the specs, the pricing, let me go and give you some of my final thoughts. Something I really like about this microphone, even though the outer construction of the mic is plastic, the metal mesh grill that you get on this mic, I tell you, even if you try to push it in as hard as you want, it ain't gonna give way. That tells me a lot of thought and process has gone into the microphone. All in all, the microphone is a decent construction. I've done some voice testing with this. I have actually gone back and checked the footage out and heard the sound, and the microphone actually sounds amazing. I think Fifine are selling them shorts by saying it's just for gamers. listeners, I would actually use this on podcasts, live streams, for your TikTok videos, for your, I don't know, Insta videos, for your YouTube videos. It's a great beginner mic. It's not even just a great beginner mic. Overall, it's just a really, really good sounding mic. Since I have done some of their reviews, which I will link up, I'm continuously getting more and more impressed by how much thought process they're putting into these mics. This mic isn't just for beginner level, even though it's so simple. It's plug and play. You simply get that USB-C, plug it into the bottom of the microphone, straight into your MacBook or your Windows or your PlayStation or some of the other gaming consoles that are out there. But please do check the descriptions before you buy to see which gaming console this actually works with. It's just a very plug and play, straightforward system. Aesthetically, you know, I actually love the RGB lighting on this microphone. Yes, it's not for recording massive vocals or in a professional studio. For somebody who's going to be creating content at home, I would highly recommend this mic. The sound quality is really good. The features you get on it, I mean, you get the gain level, you get the mute on and off button. Let me show you that. Let me put my headphones on. Let me just show you the mute button in effect. So I'm going to be just counting from 1 to 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I've actually got the microphone on a kind of a boom stand. It's just the way I like working, but it does come with this it's kind of a plasticky, kind of really heavy metal based stand for the actually Ampligame A8, which I would use if I was indoors, but because I'm in the studio, I'm happy using it with this. But even at the bottom of that, they've got some kind of a rubber foam to avoid the mic moving around once it's placed on the desk. All in all, I'm really pleased with it. They give you the right amount of accessories to run this mic. Do I recommend this to yourself? Absolutely, 100%. Go out. If you're looking for an affordable sound recording microphone, then probably you don't need to look any further. Try Fifine's Ampligame A8 microphone. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the mic and on this video. But above all, I hope you found this video useful. And that's all you're going to get from me for today. So hit that like button if you like this video, or smash it if that's something you're into. And if you aren't already subscribed, please do. I shall see you next week.